If you have a friend that shows signs of suicide, is it recommended to approach that friend one-on-one, or can it be a group of friends?
So I think honestly, it depends on your friend, right? So everyone is uniquely individual. So you know your friend best, right? And so when you want to approach having this conversation with your friend, let's think, is my friend naturally open in group settings, or are they more open in a one-on-one basis? So first, I would say that is a decision that you can make based on how your friend is in group settings versus one-on-one. But generally speaking, I feel personally that I would have preferred if my friends would have approached me one-on-one. Because a lot of times what happens is people that are struggling, when someone reaches their hand in to offer assistance, it can kind of feel like you're being interrogated. And that kind of stems from a place of the stigma. We feel like we have to give them the right answer to make them feel comfortable, and we don't feel like we can really truly be vulnerable with our answers. So it's important that we're setting up an environment with our friend that is safe, non-judgmental, and validating. So my advice to you would be, if you're going to support that friend, certainly think about how the friend is, group or individual, but I would prefer individual, because then you can sit down face to face with your friend and say, hey, I've noticed you've been exhibiting X, Y, and Z behaviors. I'm really worried about you. Is there anything that you want to talk to me about? And just have the conversation. My advice would be, like we were mentioning earlier, don't shy away from asking those hard questions. Use the S word, use the word suicide. It's not going to trigger that thought in them. It's just going to give them the freedom to express it. So my advice again would be, think about how your friend is, create an environment that is safe and conducive for a vulnerable discussion, validate them, let them know that what they're feeling is real for them, let them know that they're not alone, and also ultimately just encourage them to continue talking, continue sharing, because the more that they open up, the less that they will feel so alone, and the more that they'll actually gain the ability to verbalize what they're feeling internally. I hope that advice helps, and please don't be afraid to open up that conversation. Like I said, it really will be a weight lifted off of your friend struggling.